Picture a guy that every girl chases around. You probably think he's tall, has muscles, and dresses well, plus he always smells nice. So how does he do it? Well, the truth is, gents, we can't all be that guy, or at least we have not learnt how to be that guy yet. And texts have opened up a whole new world of dating. You can learn a lot about a girl before you even go on your first date just by messaging each other. You also don't need to be tall, you don't need to have muscles, dress well, or smell nice to impress a girl anymore. You can do it all via text, and yes, you can make a girl chase you over text message. In today's video, we are going to look at how you can make a girl chase you over text. It's all about the words and how you use them. So let's get started. Make sure you like and subscribe and stay tuned. Create anticipation. The first way to get a girl to chase you over text is to create anticipation. Now it makes sense that if she is dying to see you or hear from you, this will create anticipation. If someone is dying with anticipation to see you, it means they really like you. It builds you up in their mind until they're like, I just have to see you. But how do you create this anticipation? Don't pay her too many compliments or overburden her with gifts, and don't always text her back when she needs you. Be a little bit unpredictable and unavailable almost, but without being rude. And this will create some anticipation and mean that she will be the one to text you first and eventually ask you out on a date first. The second thing is to be mysterious. Do not give it all away on the first date. Have you heard that saying? The same goes for text, and actually, it is easier to be mysterious over text than it is to be mysterious in person. So how do you act mysterious over text? Well, one way is to not text back too quickly. If you reply after, let's say, 20 minutes, she will think, what is he doing that he can't text me back straight away? Also, don't tell her everything. Leave some things out for her to find out later. Basically, just hold some things back and she will start chasing you. And girls love it when men are mysterious because it's a challenge to get them. Next up, you need to tease her and also flirt with her. This is a great way to get a girl to chase you over text. Teasing a girl should never be mean, but should be done with lots of humour. And if when you are texting her and you tease her and you flirt with her, this is going to make her think, wow, is this what it's like to actually have chemistry with a person? I have a friend who was once texting a guy who was teasing and flirting with her. He would say cheeky things every now and again, and it really did drive her wild. She would not stop talking about him. In the end though, she thought, we have great chemistry and this is just via text, so I have to ask him out. And she asked him out, and now those guys are together, and he still keeps up with that cheeky banter, and she is still just as obsessed as she was 2 years ago. Next up, you have to make her laugh. A great way to get a girl to like you is to make her laugh as much as you can, because girls really do love funny guys, and the same goes for text message. But if you pair it with the other points we have discussed in this video, you will find that she's going to start chasing you hard. This is because a funny guy is a big catch, and so when you start to display this side of your personality, she will think that you really are the full package. Once a girl has her sights set on something, she will go for it. And making jokes through text is easy. You could joke about something she did in the past, that she mentioned, or just something random that pops up. The next thing is to make fun of yourself, but be nice. It might sound a little bit strange to make fun of yourself, but actually it can really make someone like you. This is similar to the point about making her laugh that we just said previously. Making fun of yourself makes you seem approachable and also like someone who she can have lots of fun with. She's gonna really like this, and it's a trait that people do look for when they are in a relationship. So every so often you can say some things like, oh, I did the silliest thing today. I was walking towards my garden and I forgot about the glass door. And then, yep, try not to laugh too much at me, but I really did faceplant the door and it really hurt my nose. Keep yourself busy. You might be scratching your head. Let me explain. If you keep yourself busy with work, friends, seeing family and sports, she will need to fit in around this, which makes your time precious, and it means that it's a bit of a challenge for her to win you over. Now, a challenge is something that a girl loves, and as I have mentioned before, so make sure you do this. She's going to think, yep, game on, and she's going to keep running after you. Now, this is a bit of a balance act because it is important that you don't block out so much time that you have, well, none left for her and she just walks away. But you also need to be busy enough so that your time is precious, so that she has to really fight to see you. Now, some easy ways that you can do this over text is just to say, I'm actually quite busy this week with work, and then I have some afternoon clubs to go to, but I do have Wednesday night free if you are. This is going to keep her coming back for more. Form an emotional connection. Women are naturally more emotional than guys. We do have feelings and emotions, and sometimes they run quite high, and I get it, you don't understand, but just understand how important this is. The emotional connection is very important to us ladies, and if you can form this over a text message, you will have her coming back for more. But how do you do this, you're asking me? Well, you need to ask her the right questions over text. Some examples could be, hey, how are you feeling today? How has work been this week? Or if she brings up a moment of stress, you ask her to explain it. These questions bring up emotions, and she's going to open up to you. And once she has started telling you about her emotions and her feelings, you will start to share that emotional connection, which means she trusts you more. So building this type of connection via text really comes down to which questions you ask her and how you carry on the conversation. Because you could say, tell me more, and then she explains, and if you don't really answer to it, she's going to think, ask her questions. So we have just learned about how questions can help you create that emotional connection. They can also just help to create an interesting conversation, which is vitally important, especially over text. Because when you are on a date with someone in person, well, it's easy. You learn a lot about them from their body language. And sadly, you don't get this over text message, which is why it is so important to ask her questions to learn more about her. Ask her fun, interesting questions. For example, would you live in space? Either way, you can go back and dig deeper into why she would or would not prefer to live in space. You get to learn a little bit more about the way she thinks, and she's going to think, wow, he's really quirky and interesting. I need to have a date with this man. Stroke her ego just a little bit. Finally, to get a girl to chase you over text message, well, you need to be stroking her ego a little bit. Now, we all have egos, right? And which makes it easier to stroke someone else's. Saying some things like, wow, I can really tell how smart you are, or you are actually the most interesting person I have ever spoken to. This really plays to her ego. She's gonna absolutely love it and will be thinking about how amazingly lovely you are. You have pumped up her ego, and she will believe that she has got you right where she wants you, which will mean she will be the one that starts to chase you as opposed to you chasing her, believe it or not. Making a girl chase you over text is similar to getting her to chase you in real life. You need to be desirable and grab her attention. If you are careful with how you text and when you text, you will have her chasing you in no time. If you think I missed something from today's video, let me know down in the comments. Give me a huge thumbs up and consider subscribing to make my day. But if you want to get your name rolling up next to my face, like these amazing people's names here, then all you have to do is click the link in the description bar below to find out a little bit more. Have an amazing day. See you soon.